everybody, it's Julie Nolan and you're watching another Julie Nolan show. I have such a big show tonight, it's like a deli. Everybody has to go and get a number. I think there's like 7 guests coming on. We are going to focus on Melrose Marketplace, a night of shopping for women that's going to take place on April 4th at the Memorial Hall. So I have a bunch of people coming on to talk about that. And then I have David Costa coming on. He does marketing and public relations for the Stoneham Theater, and he's got some very exciting things coming up. And the other thing I want to share with you is that last week I was sworn into the Melrose Rotary. I'm now a Rotarian. And some people have been joking that I just like lunch, but that's not true. Well, I do like lunch, but I joined it because I think it's a wonderful organization. And I actually have a Rotarian coming on. He's going to be my first guest. So we're going to take a very quick break and we're going to get back to work. Thanks. Hey everybody, I have John Taza here and he owns Marty's Furniture. He's also sponsoring the Melrose Marketplace, like I mentioned before. Welcome, John.
Thank you very much,
And as
Julie.
I mentioned before, you're also a Rotarian.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And welcome to Rotary.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. So the first question I want to ask you is, where is the name Marty coming from? Why wouldn't it be John's Furniture?
Well, Marty was my dad, started the business in probably 1960. And since then, my brother and I have run the business since 1965, 70. We do have a sister and another brother that work with us also.
Okay.
So,
And
that's where else
how did you get involved with the marketplace and being the sponsor?
In 1985, we moved out of Boston and moved into Melrose.
Okay.
And I found that Melrose was a very close-knit neighborhood. People like to shop locally, they like to shop in Melrose. And I found that, you know, participating in the community and helping out with different projects helped my store and helped me get more networking out there. So, of course, with Rotary and the Melrose Marketplace, the Chamber of Commerce, different things that I'm involved with, has helped my business.
Yeah, I believe it. Now, the Melrose Marketplace, just to describe a little bit, that is going to be at Memorial Hall, and it's going to be a bunch of companies that devote themselves to women, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So is it like $20 or $25 to get in?
I believe it's $25 to get in.
$25.
Yes.
And I actually went to it because you did it like 18 months ago,
Yes,
is that right?
we did it 18 months ago at Marty's Furniture itself.
Okay.
This year we did move it to Memorial Hall for a bigger venue.
Because I call it, I've been telling my friends, and I call it the perfect storm for women.
Yeah.
Because usually you go shopping and then go out to lunch,
Yeah.
or you go to lunch and then you can do it all.
Right.
Because it's going to be Turner's there, right?
Yeah.
You can get your nails done, I believe, with
Right.
gloss.
Yeah.
So that sounds like fun. Now, are you going to be there that night?
Oh yes, I'll definitely be there. We'll have center stage with a furniture display.
Okay.
And there'll be, as you say, there's a bunch of other women-related type businesses that'll be there.
Now, did you know that Mary Beth McAteer Margolis and myself are co-hosting this?
Yes, I did. I'm excited about that.
Well, one of the
actually.
reasons why I wanted you all to come on so I could find out what it is. It would be helpful to know what it is when you're going to host it.
Looking
But
forward to it.
we have some diva demands, though. And are you prepared for that?
I am. I have a wife and 3 daughters.
Okay,
So I'm
so
kind
you
of
know.
used to all that.
Yeah, because I'm probably going to wear a shoe somewhat like this.
Okay.
And, you know, it might be hard for me to get to the bar. So I might.
Then we'll serve you.
Could we get a
We'll-
runner or
we'll
something?
make sure we take care of you.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So Marty's Furniture's been around 37 years? Is that right?
50-ish.
Oh, 50
Yeah.
because you're 37 in Melrose.
30-something years in
Okay,
Melrose, but
okay.
back in Boston in the North End area, that's where the store originated.
Yeah, and you know the other nice thing about Marty's Furniture, my parents bought stuff from you guys, and it's just not gimmicky. You just seem like you just feel like so many furniture stores have all this stuff, and you get this too, and you get that,
Right.
and I just think that you know, really what you want is good quality. And and I like that you've just always been, you know, there, and people, mostly word of mouth, I would think.
It is. It's mostly word of mouth. We try to, you know, use American-made products. We try to sell. There's so much imports in the business today. We try to keep the quality high.
Yep.
At a decent price and good value, basically what it comes down to.
Well, great. Well, thanks for coming on.
Well, thank you, Julie.
I
I
have a
appreciate it.
little gift bag for you.
Okay.
I usually give out hairspray and gel and that kind of thing.
It won't work too much.
And I do have some Arbonne products for you. But in addition, I'm paying for your lunch this week at Rotary.
Great. Well, thank you
Yay!
very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome. We'll be right back. they
it's
look
okay.
nice. Yeah, I like the colors you picked.
No, thank
They're very
you.
colorful.
Thank you.
So now that you've got all the companies sort of solid,
Mm-hmm.
what other sort of steps do you need to do? Actually, we'll probably move to the people at Memorial Hall, right, to kind of arrange all that?
Yes, I'm very, very grateful to Kathy Piggott Broder of Memorial Hall because she takes a lot of the burden off of me in terms
Who's
of
our next guest, by the way?
the design and layout of the room. But right now, the important thing is we need to sell tickets. Tickets are $20.
Oh, 20, okay,
They
good.
are 20. They will be 30 at the door. We're really encouraging advanced sales. And if you wanted to buy your tickets right now, you could buy them at Rada Boutique.
Okay.
At Madison Ave of Melrose.
Excellent.
The Melrose YMCA, or very simply at www.melrosechamber.org. You can buy them right off my website.
Okay, because that was the other thing you just reminded me. Not only is it going to be a fun night, but it's cocktails for a cause, right?
It is, and we like to do this at the Chamber. It is a bit of a fundraiser for us, but it's also an opportunity to highlight our businesses. But we also like to do it as a fundraiser for a good community cause.
Okay.
And this year it is going to be for the YMCA Growing Stronger Together campaign.
Oh, do you know much about that?
I believe most of the money goes to support children in the summer camp program.
Oh, fantastic. That's great. All right, so I'm going to see you April 4th.
You bet.
Okay, and Mary Beth and I will be doing our diva nonsense.
And we're so looking forward to that. We really are.
Great. Now, I have a gift for you. Let me see.
Does it involve hair products?
Well, does it involve hair products? You know what? It does.
Oh, good.
I gave you some gel. I thought you might want to try
Yeah,
that.
I could use gel.
All right.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
then you get some Arbonne free
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you
products.
so much.
There you go.
Thank
All
you,
right, we'll be right
Julie.
back. Welcome back. I have Kathy Piggott Broder here, who runs the Memorial Hall. Welcome.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So tell me, so now this is going to be your baby. Now that all the companies have signed up, and so what does that entail for you?
Well, my job is to make it easy for them to run their event.
Okay.
Myself and my staff, we take care of setup, cleanup, and Joan's job is to make sure that all her people are happy and everyone is successful at their
Okay.
events.
Now, how long have you been doing this?
Just 4 years.
Okay. 'Cause
I've been at Memorial Hall 4 years.
you've been, yeah, because you've had a lot of events down there.
Oh, yeah, it's getting more and more and more.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now, do you know? So April 4th, do you know if you have anything going on that day or the night before, or do
Oh.
you block it when you know you're having?
No. For example, this weekend coming up, we have 3 events in 2 days. Like
Okay.
Actually, we have 4 events in 2 days. We'll have an event on a Friday morning. We have an event Friday night. We have an event Saturday morning, and we have an event Sunday nights because we can block it by times.
Okay.
And it's just up to myself, and my staff. Quick change in between. 'Cause
Right.
You have to reset the room.
Now, with your staff, do you ever have to get more staff for a certain event, or do you kind of get it covered?
No, not usually. We're doing very well. We have 2 people. We interchange them. They'll work an event, and then the 2 of them will come in and say set up in the morning, and then
That's it?
yeah, and
Wow.
myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're good.
I guess so.
They're very good. They're very, very good.
Okay.
They're very efficient.
Okay. Now, did you do this kind of work
Yes,
before?
I've actually been an event planner for over 25 years.
Okay.
My first job was I worked at I was the event planner for Faneuil Hall Marketplace.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah,
Okay.
I shut the marketplace down for a grasshopper ball.
Nice.
One time, yes.
Nice.
So and then I moved on to Bose Corporation. I did that privately.
Okay.
And then I went on my own as a consultant. And that's how I
Nice.
got this job.
Yeah. So this was in some ways like Faneuil Hall. I mean, this is a little bit smaller.
But it's a lot of the same. You have to. It's all customers. It's
Yeah.
dealing with the public.
Yeah.
You know, making sure everybody's happy. I mean, making sure it's easy for people to come to Faneuil Hall. You have to make it easy for people to rent Memorial Hall.
Right. Now, you mentioned something the other day that you said you went to some sort of conference or seminar about
Yes.
older buildings.
No,
or
I
what did
found
you
a
call
group. I found a group of women, and it's called the Facilities Manager of Historic Sites.
it? Historic sites.
So I went to this meeting and sat in this room with people that do what I do. It was fat. They were from Isabella Stewart Gardner. They
Wow.
were from the Horticultural Society. the MFA, and these women, we all just sat around, and we actually had a guest speaker come in, because, you know, we need to learn too about
Yeah.
the new liquor
Oh, yeah.
laws and how it affects us as
Right.
business people. And then afterwards, we just had an open session where we all just asked each other questions about what they're doing to market their place,
Right.
what's working for them, what's not working for them. It was fabulous.
Because as far as renovating, do you have some rules because it's a historical building?
Well, it's a historic building, and the historical commission comes into play. I'm actually
Okay.
working with the city now to try and get some grants to fix it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is 100. It's a little wear and tear in certain places. We
Yes.
love it, but
Yes.
but it's also very expensive. So I'm working with the planning department of Melrose to get some grants to
Right,
help us.
right. Because I mean, it is interesting from event to event how different it can look depending on what you work with. Like I know I just went to the Stoneham Theater auction
Oh,
and they
it's
had,
fabulous.
yeah, they had like these really nice curtains and some really nice decorative things on the tables that had lights and.
But we're also we have to be very careful because we're historical. We can't allow people, you know, a lot of times I'm running around, you can't use tape on the walls, and people don't understand that.
That's exactly
but
my question.
It's an
Okay,
issue. It's
yeah,
an issue
yeah.
because, like, there's one monument there, the plaque on the wall that someone put gaffer's tape on, and before my time, and I can't get the glue off of it. You know, there is historical stuff in the building, but
yeah.
you can get around that. You can use like the putty tape on that
Right.
teachers use.
Right.
You can hang stuff by string from stuff, and we'll work
Right,
with people that.
right,
But we
right.
do have to be very careful that it's
Yeah.
a historical building, that we're
Right.
not ruining it.
Right, and I think that's good. I mean, because you know, last year wasn't the whole weekend of the 100-year memorial.
Yes, we had a
right?
whole celebration.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it was.
So,
We had a gala.
yeah, so I
parade.
think people, you know, even myself, I grew up in Melrose. I can't tell you how many things I've gone to at Memorial Hall.
Well, keep coming.
I know. Now I get to host and make song requests. Well, thank you so much for
thank you for
coming
having me.
on. In your bag, you have some melatonin. Because I didn't know if maybe you were a little sleep deprived. Welcome back. I cleverly mentioned the Stoneham Theater auction because my next guest is David Costa. He is the marketing and public relations something or other, big wig, and he is here to tell us what is new at the theater. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. It's great to be here. I noticed how clever you were about that. I don't get her. Mention it. Nice little
Sliding it in.
segue
Yeah,
right
little-
before the break.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Thank
very
you.
Good.
I'm so glad we finally got to meet in person.
I know, it's been a while.
Yeah, we've been
since we
emailing for a while.
first-
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
We've been email buddies.
Yes, and now we're just friends.
But had I known how fabulous you were, I would have made more of an effort.
I know, but now
So
you
it's
know.
time to play. Now I know.
You got it, and
now
we're moving on.
I know, exactly.
All right. So what's going on? What are you up to?
Well, tonight we open with the Rat Pack. Very
Ooh,
exciting.
okay.
Rat Pack returns. Here's a postcard of the guys. They,
Nice.
There's a lot of different Rat Pack groups out there, and not to throw people under the bus, but there really are, and some of them are absolutely terrible.
Okay.
And these guys are fantastic. I mean, as you can see, they really look like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Frank, Dean, and Sammy, and you just feel like you've gone back to the Sands Hotel in
Right,
1960s.
because when you first look, you're like, oh,
Yeah,
you just think
I
it's
mean,
them.
Especially the Dean Martin. I mean, he's pretty scary. I mean, it really looks like Dean Martin. So
Now, are you part of the decision on what shows come to, or is it once they've decided, then it's your job to sort of get out there and promote it?
kind of both. I mean, they
Okay.
ask my input. It's
Okay.
not, you know, I don't get to decide, but they do ask my input, and I'm opinionated.
No.
I know. It's shocking. Shocking. I mean, you know, but basically, yes. Once they pick the shows, it's my
Yep.
job to sell them and get the word out and,
Okay.
and that type of thing.
And you're an actor too, right?
I am, yes.
Okay.
How I got the job, actually, I was in the Full Monty. And
I saw the full Monty.
Well, you saw a lot of me then. Family show, family show.
Okay, yeah, yes,
but anyway,
Family show. We're trying to remind ourselves.
I had my own theater company, and I've done marketing for a lot of different theaters. And when I was in the Full Monty, I helped them with marketing, and they
Mm-hmm.
were kind of like, well, we need somebody. Do you want to come on full time? So
Awesome. Awesome.
how it came to be.
Now, so you probably don't have time right now to be in a production.
I don't at the moment, but I just finished a production actually. So you know, I
very
pick
cool.
and choose. I pick and choose.
Yep. Yep.
If it's a project that I really want to do and I'm fortunate enough to get cast, then I
Yep.
then I do it. But I'm not as young as I used to be, and
Oh,
I have
you
a
look
lot
fabulous.
of responsibilities at the theater. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really, you know, I'm not just out there auditioning for everything. It's
Right.
projects that really something I want to do.
Now, do you sing?
I do.
I
Sing,
knew it.
Dance.
I knew it. You do the whole. You just.
The whole
You're like a triple
thing.
threat.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We
okay.
have to go dancing
I would
sometime. At
love it.
Memorial Hall.
It-
We'll go dancing at Memorial Hall.
Absolutely, I love it. So the Rat Pack is out now.
Yep,
And
yep.
what else is coming up?
After the Rat Pack, we have Thoroughly Modern Millie,
Okay.
which is a big tap dancing, you know, musical. Won a lot of Tony Awards. I don't know if you know Sutton Foster. She's in that show Buttonheads.
Okay. Okay.
She
yes.
was the star of that. That's the show that made her a star,
Oh, okay.
actually.
Okay.
So we have that. That's going to be a great big old-fashioned
Did
musical.
you need any middle-aged, blonde, Boston
You know,
accent
I have
people
to say, there is some middle-aged, but not quite your type. And since we're on that, let's show the viewing audience what they miss. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where did I
I'm
get these,
speechless.
David? Where did I get these?
She got these in Maine.
Yeah. Farmington, Maine.
Yes.
The only ounce of sparkle in Farmington,
Most
Maine.
people
I found
get
it.
LL Bean. They buy
Yeah,
a
they get some
lobster of
plaid.
two.
Yeah.
You get
yeah,
the shoes.
Yeah, I get
So,
the shoes. I know. They're just. I
yeah.
feel like Cinderella.
This
in
is what
these.
your viewing audience misses.
I know.
Yep.
Because most of the time they're shot without the feet,
Exactly.
and so that's why we had to.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So you might have to change your set, like I told you, like be the Merry Heart and Entertainment Tonight.
Oh
thing.
yeah.
So
That's right. She insured her legs.
she
didn't
insured her legs,
Okay.
$1 million
all right.
each.
Wow.
That's
all right.
pressure.
That's great. That's great.
If you trip on your heels, you know, that's pressure.
Yep. Yep. All right. So, but in addition to the Stoneham Theater, you also have your own photography, right?
I do.
Okay.
I do. David Costa Photography.
Costa
I'm
Photography.
going to do your headshot.
You're going to do my headshot.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. That's going to be fun.
And it's great because I direct as well. I direct and choreograph, and I've also been a casting director, so I know what casting directors and directors are looking for
when you do the
so
shots.
a lot of what I do is headshot photography
Okay.
of actors. In Boston and New York, I've done a lot of Broadway actors as
Okay.
well. I've been
Okay.
very fortunate. But I know kind of like the art, it's not just a picture. I mean, it really is.
Right. You're trying to really get a character, like.
Well,
so they
you
can
want to
kinda-
capture the essence of
Okay,
someone, and
yep.
usually the most important thing is the eyes and having a thought behind the eyes.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I always tell people you can be pretty, but if you look dumb, like the casting director is not gonna, want you. You need to have
Yeah.
a thought and like
Yeah.
your personality really come out in the
Yeah.
picture.
That's neat. That's neat.
So it's fun.
Yeah. So you have a lot going on.
I do.
Oh, my
gotta
goodness.
keep busy
Yeah.
like yourself.
Exactly.
like yourself.
Exactly. All right. So we're gonna go out dancing some night.
Yes,
I'm
I
like-
would dance with you at the Melrose event for women, but it's women only.
I know, but I think we can sneak you in. I don't know. I mean, I'm a
I
host.
mean, I would come and dance. Sounds like a great
All right, we'll
event.
talk
We're
about
gonna
that.
get something for the theater there too,
Okay.
because I think
good,
it sounds
good.
like a great.
Yeah, I think that'll be a great
Yeah.
thing for you guys to be at. All right, so if I don't see you April 4th, I'll see you another time, and we'll be in
Sounds
touch because
good.
now we're like email buddies.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I have a gift for you, and I have melatonin for you too, because
Oh, you
you're
are so sweet.
you're just like doing all
I
this work.
actually need that.
Yeah,
but
I
yes.
know.
Thank you so much.
Oh, and there's some Arbonne facial stuff in there too. I mean, it just goes on and on.
All this in Melrose. My goodness.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. I have a young gentleman here named Adam Lehman. I met him last summer at the North Shore Navigators game, and we got talking about my show, and he said that he had some ideas for me and that he actually had done some acting himself, and I thought he would make a very interesting guest. So welcome, Adam.
Thank you, Julie.
So what kind of acting you've been doing?
Well, Civil War reenacting really is the major type of acting I've been doing lately. Yeah.
Well, how'd you get involved in that?
Well, so my father and I, we have many relatives who were in the Civil War, and
Very cool.
I wanted to learn more about it. So I asked them if there were any reenactment units in our area, and there turned out just to be one. And that one is the 28th Massachusetts.
And where do you do that?
Well, we go all over the South and sometimes into New Hampshire and into Connecticut. Yes.
And do you do the same? Are you what you do is what you do each time you travel, or does it change?
What I do is mostly what I do each time I travel.
Okay. And these are your costumes?
Yep. Well,
Can you guys see this? This is fantastic. Can you put it on? Oh, that's awesome.
thank you.
So does your dad do it too, or just
Yeah,
you?
he
Okay.
does it too.
Okay. So how long is the actual reenactment?
It's usually on a weekend.
Okay.
So that's 2 days.
Oh, so you do 2 days. Okay. Okay. And how long you been doing this?
Actually only for about a month.
Really? Well, you seem like you're very, knowledgeable. Didn't you do some other acting too in some other
Yes.
kid camp or
I think Kid Stock.
kid stock? That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. And what'd you do in that?
Just some minor plays.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on what you want to be when you grow up?
Probably just a living historian at one of the forts.
Probably. Just to, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. Because I kind of, for some reason, think you'll be a director. Something sort of feels right with that. I just like the way you were very direct on talking about what you were interested in the show. So do you have something coming up?
Yes, we have an event in Acton, New Hampshire. It's not New Hampshire.
Acton, Mass?
I think so, yes.
Okay,
Acton,
all right.
Mass.
And is there, and if there's a website, we'll add it so people
Yeah.
can look it up. And what's it called again?
28th Massachusetts.
28th Massachusetts.
Yeah.
All right. And so you sound like you kind of keep doing this for a while. All
Yes.
right. Now, your brother doesn't do it, does he?
No.
Okay. Okay. So this is your thing.
Yeah, me and my dad's thing.
I love it. Well, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Hopefully it'll be coming out soon, and you'll watch it on a continuous basis, right?
Yep.
We'll be right back. I want to thank all my guests that were on tonight. What a great show. I don't know where you were 20 years ago, but take a look at this. We are going to discuss and analyze at the April show. Good night.
Well, you shouldn't attempt with garden ice and high heels. I guess that's the lesson to be learned. Hopefully she's all right.
I hope so.
That's probably her garden
That's a
debut.
fear of
too.
mine every time I've gone on the ice. Skates or no skates?
The number 2.